Liverpool were looking for a record run of unbeaten games as they went to Goodison in 1988 to take on the reigning champions. Commentary comes from Brian Moore.
Liverpool in their all-red strip, of course, getting this game underway, attacking the goal to our right. Fate truly has kept a trick tucked up its sleeve, that it should be Everton of all clubs standing between Liverpool now and this amazing record of going 30 games at the start of a season undefeated. They've met 3 times before this season. Liverpool won in the FA Cup and they've won once in the league. But Everton have inflicted on Liverpool their only defeat this season in the Littlewoods Cup. It's all set up for quite an afternoon. That's Hansen and Ablett. And Gary Stevens gets it back to Neville Southall. Ian St John with me. Which way do you fancy it's going to go?
Well, Brian, I mean, who can predict a local derby in Merseyside? Nobody can, but I think Everton are much stronger today than they were the last time we were here against Arsenal. Trevor Stevens, for instance, who was pulled down there, playing on the right-hand side. If you remember, he played on the left against Arsenal, and Everton looked a bit unbalanced, but Sheedy's back. He's out on the right wing. Peter Reid's back after injury, and Everton are looking a much better balanced side.
Well, yeah, they got this free kick, and it's Sheedy. They miss him from these set pieces, or it might be Gary Stevens. No, it's Sheedy curling it in there. Grobbelaar, a very good catch. Crowd swaying behind Grobbelaar's goal. You can't be short of a full house here, and it really has been the talk of Merseyside all week. Here's McMahon. A little trip there by Harper. The referee, a good decision now, allowing McMahon to continue. Here's Beardsley, and now Craig Johnston, and now Nicol. In goes Wayne Clark. Nicol with the throw for Liverpool. Brandon Howe getting it back to Neville Southall. Clark. Barnes after it. It's quite in keeping with these Merseyside clashes, or derby clashes anywhere, that the opening exchanges will be frantic and the pace will be furious. This is Harper. That's why Reid is so important, and that's a lovely ball by Harper, played to Trevor Stephen. Cut out the game by Ablett. It's a throw, not a corner. Gary Stevens hurls a good long throw for Everton. Sharp is waiting in there for it, and Watson had gone in there as well, and once again Grobbelaar. Dave Watson and his younger brother Alex, incidentally, one of the Liverpool substitutes today. Kenny Dalglish, the Liverpool manager, on the left. Gillespie. Notice the black armbands being worn by both sides as a mark of respect to the Everton director Jack Search, who died last week. Jack really was a splendid man. Sheedy. Oh, there was a chance there. Grobbelaar didn't know where it was, and Stephen almost got in. And the first little flutter there, suggesting that Everton might find a way through. It was a delightful ball played in. Sharp couldn't quite gather it, and Grobbelaar only gathered it at the second attempt. Playing for Craig Johnston. McMahon. Oh, and well, there was a problem there, and Poynton went roaring in on McMahon, and McMahon, I think, is going to be booked. Ian St John?
Well, let's have a look at that replay, Ram, because it looked to me as if it was a 50-50 ball, and both players slid in with their feet, and Poynton obviously comes off the worst, but it looked to be a fighting ball. He can have a look at it now.
I got the same impression, I must say.
He dipped the ball through Peter Reid's leg there.
I think
as it Durham slid in, no.
Oh, he was a bit high on that one.
Yeah, I would say that McMahon was
he was a bit
deserving of a booking, yes.
It illustrates again what a difficult job referees had. I mean, looking at that first off, you and I would have said, well, that was a bit harsh. But when you have the benefit of the slow motion there, you can see, yes, it did deserve a booking for McMahon.
See, it's a pity that Steve McMahon does that kind of thing, Ryan, because, you know, he's such a good player and he's had a marvellous season, but he has little flashes where, you know, he gets a bit impetuous and pushes his foot in like that, and it really is a bit silly of him.
Well, the former Scunthorpe man, Neil Poynton, is okay. Paul Power was just doing a little bit of warming up just in case he was required. He's not. Free kick to Everton. It's going to be Alan Harper with it. Hit towards Poynton, and Craig Johnston getting in, and Everton get a corner. Their first of the game with 14 minutes gone. Brandon Howe's gone forward to the near post with Graham Sharp. Harper's gone in there too. Watson is poised. Wayne Clark, another six-footer at the far post. But a poor corner, but the chance for Trevor Steven to improve upon that as Barnes puts it behind for another corner. It's a better one. There's Grobbelaar again. He lost it though, and it's been put in by Wayne Clark. Clark has scored. Liverpool are behind. Grobbelaar's beaten, and who knows?
Well, the big fellas in the Everton team are causing Liverpool some problems there, and Bruce didn't get a hold of that one. And that was a simple little knock in there for Wayne Clark. But the high ball into the box is certainly going to cause Liverpool a few problems, Brian.
Now what an afternoon we got with 14 minutes gone, and from Everton's first corner of the game. The task has really been laid out ahead of Liverpool now. If they want that record of 30 successive games without defeat at the start of a season, they've really got to go fighting for it now. Gary Stevens gets it away. A goal that puts Clark into double figures. 10 for the season now. Here's Poynton. Clark's offside. Another angle. And again, those big men causing troubles. I thought Grobbelaar might have got that the first time, but he just failed to get it, and number 8 was there to slip it into the net. But now here come Liverpool. McMahon! Can Craig Johnston get there? Almost, but not quite.
What a marvellous ball it was by McMahon.
Super ball played in.
Craig Johnston always just a half a yard behind it, Brian. They're just reaching for it as it came across. What's this ball by McMahon here? Outside of the right foot, kept it away from the goalkeeper, and as I say, Craig Johnston just a half a yard behind it.
Gillespie, long raking stride of his, getting almost into the box until Gary Stevens intervened, but at the expense of Liverpool's first corner of the game. Gillespie at the near post, but they're playing it out for McMahon, who's got a real dig on him. Onto the left foot by him, across the face of the goal, kicked away by Alan Harper. So nearly the Liverpool equaliser. It was McMahon's shot, but it was deflected, I think, along the way until Harper got it away. Ian?
I think it was Craig Johnston that got the little deflection there, Brian. Again, good play by Steve McMahon onto his left foot. A rather weak shot, and it was Craig Johnston and off the line.
Good deal more than a deflection. And now for McMahon. Ablett again. Beardsley on the far side. Comes from McMahon. And now for Nicol. Charged down by Vanden Hauwe. Sharp's going in there to try and get the ball away. The feet were flying in there, and the referee was in quickly as well. I think he's awarded a free kick to Liverpool. And it's McMahon who's down, injured. The feet were certainly flying in there as Liverpool were trying to restore something, and Everton were just anxious to get the ball away. Ian?
Well, it was an almighty scramble there as the players were on the floor. I think McMahon was the innocent party here. And that's Kevin Sheedy, I think, jumping in with 2 feet. Now, that was the foul. That was the bad one there. And then Peter Reid getting across purposes there with Steve Nicol. But not much in that, but the 2-footed tackle by Sheedy was the one.
In fact, he was lucky not to get a yellow card, at least for that.
Well, I would have thought so. If McMahon was booked for a foul, a similar type of foul earlier in the match, which, you know, he was entitled to get booked for it, then Sheedy for that one should have had a yellow card.
Sheedy in the middle of the picture there. Reid, Clark, Sheedy, Sharp. And McMahon gingerly to his feet again. Former Everton player, as you can see in that caption. In fact, he played 99 league games here for the Goodison club. But no love lost there. And maybe Barnes will punish Everton with this free kick. Certainly the wall will need to be efficiently lined up. It's McMahon who takes it.
Not a good idea, I would have thought, having just got up off the floor, Brian.
As people are wondering whether Liverpool can pull it round today, and wondering then if they can go on to be undefeated right through a season. Well, in fact, they were undefeated right through a season, Liverpool, in the second division back in 93-94. A little before our time, though, Saint.
You were working on radio then.
Barnes. It's Harper. Nine minutes to half-time. Everton leading by a goal to nil. Sharp. Houghton. Hansen. Houghton. Spackman. There's Hansen again. Finding Nicol. He's got Craig Johnston further along that touchline. Picks up McMahon. Barnes has instantly gone wide. Here's John Barnes. Nice little chip by him, but the flag is up. And even then, Nicol couldn't get it in.
Well, what a marvellous piece of football by Liverpool. They picked the ball up well inside their own half there, Brian, and must have strung together about 15 passes. It was delightful football. Steve Nicol there, who started it and almost finished it. John Barnes has been kept quiet by Everton today, and I think Liverpool need a little bit of Barnes magic.
I think the same really can be said for Peter Beardsley. They've both been fairly subdued today.
Well, that's right, but you know, Everton are really hustling and bustling and playing well.
Clark. Ablett gets it back. There's Watson with a header for Everton. Won by Spackman for Liverpool. Ablett. What a splendid ball by Ablett. Right along that touchline, threaded superbly for Beardsley, but not so fine there by Houghton, who'd straight offside. No good arguing with the linesman. That's not going to change the decision. Hanson. Some delicate play there by Liverpool, but some really earnest and competitive challenging by Everton. Too much so, in fact, that it'll all have to go back. It's a free kick. Foul by Reed. McMahon. Ablett. And Gillespie right up there. Gillespie's shot. They claim a handball. The referee didn't want to know. It was an accident, and no deliberate handball. Ball against hand. Let's have a look at this. It was a good run, threading his way through there. And yes, the referee absolutely right. McMahon. John Barnes for Liverpool. Crosses in, and Southall's there.
I do feel that Liverpool have got to get the ball to Barnes a little more in the second half and really bring him into the game. He's been isolated out there, and we've only had, what, 2 or 3 little glimpses of him in this 45 minutes.
Your feelings about the first half here?
Well, I think Liverpool have had the bulk of the attack. You know, Everton put them under pressure with that high ball, but I feel Liverpool have played the better football.
Now Watson outnumbered 2-1. He's got some support from Van den Hauwe, but here's Beardsley and some support from Poynton, and what will almost certainly be just about the last kick of the first half. We played nearly a minute of injury time. Johnston with the cross, and the header knocked over by Graham Sharp after Gillespie had gone storming in with a tremendous header. So drama right at the end of the first half as Liverpool go seeking the goal that will help to take the record for them. Everton leading by 1-0 here. Barnes again with the corner. A deep one once more towards Gillespie. And that time Southall's there. As the half-time whistle goes. A pulsating first half. And Everton leading with the goal by Wayne Clark after 14 minutes. A really competitive and enjoyable game. The half-time score here at Goodison Park is Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Well, it's Everton then who'll be getting this second half underway. Attacking the goal to our right. And Hansen gets it back to Bruce Grobbelaar. Watson, McMahon, there's Gillespie. A suggestion that Craig Johnson might play a more central position. He's away there on the right-hand side, stopped on that occasion by Neil Poynton. But Liverpool's throw. The number of draws enough for them to take the record outright of 30 wins. They're this goal behind to Wayne Clark after 14 minutes, if you just joined us. Spackman. Ablett. Watson away. They have been going through something of a lean spell, Everton, with just 2 wins in their last 7 games. Ablett. Barnes. Barnes again. Ablett again. Linking up well. Can Beardsley get in there? No, Van den Hauwe just was happy to pump it in the air to give a mildest of respite. And that time Clark coming back. It's all crowded in there, and Peter Reid can bring it away. Chased by John Barnes. Hansen.
You know, I don't think either team could play with more commitment if there was a record, or if it was just you know, the first game of the season.
Free kick this time to Liverpool. Beardsley taking it from Stephen, but then Dave Watson was there for Everton. Here's McMahon. Cut out by Sharp, playing very deep there, but now making the break. Got Sheedy away on the left. Here he is. And that's Gillespie's ball. Again, the feet were high, and can't see for the moment who the Everton player is. It's Steve Nicol for Liverpool.
I think it's Alan Harper, yes.
Do you think it might get a little bit naughty now, Ian?
Well, everyone's going, you know, they're going for every ball, and when you get little bouncy balls like that, both players putting their feet up, you know, that type of accident can happen. I don't think there was a lot of intent there.
So there we are, the final score in the big Glasgow derby. Celtic winning it by 2-1. Now 6 points clear of Rangers at the top. So a great day for Billy McNeil. Barnes. That's a good ball there for Craig Johnston. That's a good shot by him, charged away by Southall's knees. A throw to Liverpool. It's with Ablett. McMahon. It's really the clearest sight that Liverpool have had of the Everton goal today. Sheedy trying to hold off Nicol, and succeeds in doing so.
It's backs to the wall time now for Everton, Brian. Liverpool really turning the screw on them.
It's Everton's throw.
The thing about Everton, I'm just looking at them here, you know, when Liverpool are attacking, they're trying to get as many men behind the ball as possible, and you know, I think they're quite happy to hang on to that one now.
Nicol's throw for Liverpool. Something like 29 minutes left. Hansen back to Grobbelaar. Vanden Hauw first with a header. Harper. Again Harper. A lovely ball now for Stephen. That's got the Evertonians roaring. But it's easy that time for Grobbelaar. And a quick throw out finds Houghton, but he could be in trouble. No. Nicol. Beardsley. McMahon. Johnson on the chase. Watson battling to get back there. And a throw to Everton. Spackman. Stevens away. There's Ablett. Quick look around. Sharp is the only one who could menace him. Gillespie. Nicol. Houghton. Scored the winner in the cup here against Everton. Ablett. Barnes. McMahon. Spackman. Splendid ball. Nicol. And a corner for Liverpool. I get the feeling that Liverpool are beginning to put a few more things together now. Nicol. Stephen gets that away. But Everton so concentrating on defence, there's nobody up there, and there's freedom here for Hansen. Hansen. High towards Craig Johnston. The fists of Southall got that away for Everton. Ablett returning it. The flag is up on this side. It's an offside. Free kick to Everton. So you can see 19 minutes of the second half gone. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Dalglish on the left. He said before the start it's our most important match because it's our next one. We're not worried about records. It's with Hansen. This looks better for Liverpool. Beardsley away on the left, unmarked. And his shot is wide of the post. Probably the most promising looking move that Liverpool have made in this half, and McMahon picking out Beardsley.
Well, I didn't feel confident actually when he was running in there, because it's been sort of that kind of afternoon for Peter Beardsley, you know. And he was a good yard wide of that far post.
Sharp versus Ablett. Trevor Stephen. Adrian Heath waiting in the middle. If he can get it across to him, maybe it'll be Gary Stevens, and then Peter Reid. Reid might go all the way, and it was little Beardsley. Oh my goodness, he almost put it into his own goal as Grobbelaar went to cover the near post. Lovely run by Peter Reid. Here's Beardsley again, looking to open up something more positive at the other end for Liverpool as time fast runs out. 4 minutes are left. Mulvey with the throw. Heath. And Ablett. Everton have pulled everybody except Graham Sharp back. Record or no, it means a lot for them to beat Liverpool. Because more than anything else, it ties everything up. They'll each have had 2 wins over their oldest rivals this season. Liverpool in the league and the FA Cup, Everton in the league and the Littlewoods Cup. That's if Everton can hold on for the 3 minutes or so that are left. Offside flag is up. You can imagine all the old Leeds United players who were involved in that 73-74 run of 29 games without defeat, and all the Leeds fans as well are willing Everton to hold on to this one-goal lead and deny Liverpool the outright record. Sharp taking it to the corner flag. It ricochets off there to Grobbelaar now. The quick boot forward. It's all over. Everton have won it. A handshake from Kenny Dalglish, but the outright record does not belong to Liverpool. They have to be content with a share with the Leeds United side of 73-74. The goal by Wayne Clark after 14 minutes is what settles it. There's a great deal of joy and pride for Everton on this historic afternoon. They are jumping for joy on the pitch. A real great battling performance by Everton. A quick word from you, Ian.
Well, I think Everton thoroughly deserved it, Brian. The great performance by them. Pity for Liverpool, but they'll have to start all over again next season.
The record may have eluded Liverpool, but the title didn't. They succeeded their Merseyside rivals as First Division champions. Hello and welcome to Sport Classics, and a chance to see the games and players that have made the Merseyside derby between Everton and Liverpool one of football's greatest rivalries. We start with a match at Anfield in 1990. Everton hadn't lost in 7 games. Liverpool were protecting an unbeaten run stretching back to November.
As red meets blue, maybe a greenhouse effect with the weather. Pleasant sunshine here while the south is suffering in rain and snow. Liverpool defend the Kop end. Here's Alan Hansen, a real veteran of these occasions. He always says he hates playing in them, but that never shows. Rush. McMahon trying to bite in. Here's McCall. Pat Nevin only found out at 2 o'clock that he was in the starting lineup for Everton. He wasn't even sure then what role he'd take on, so it'll be interesting to see how Everton settle to a style that they may not have rehearsed. Back from Hansen. Ronnie Whelan. The crowd restricted here because of safety improvements to 39,000. Those who were at Goodison Park last September saw a match dominated by John Barnes. Hussein. Oh, and it's gone through from Whelan to McMahon. And here's Rush. Oh, and Southall has denied him this time. It was a splendid save too. Well, Neville Southall has got something of a new routine now. He comes out on the pitch 2 hours before the kickoff to get himself sharp physically and mentally. He said it's working for him, and this was a testimony to that, to deny the old enemy. Venison. Returned to him well by Nicol. Oh, Watson can't get there. Barnes does. Liverpool have scored. And Liverpool Liverpool show that no matter how many defenders you set out to try and stop them, they can find a route through. And after the build-up on the right with Nicol and Venison, Barnes reached a ball played behind the defenders. And although Everton hoped for an offside flag, it wasn't forthcoming because Barnes had timed that run brilliantly. 1-0 Liverpool, 11 minutes gone. His 17th of the season, a most profitable one for him personally. Whiteside had a look to see what was on. That was the other side of Norman Whiteside, the sharp football brain. The better side. But here's Barnes. Ratcliffe judged that beautifully. Keown tried to measure the pass to give Nevin some service. But a moment or two ago, Norman Whiteside flicked the ball on, having taken time to twist his head round to see where the ball might go on to profitably. Barnes shown the inside route by Snowden. Beardsley, and ball, is that by Watson? Well, certainly the ball came up and hit his hand, and the penalty is given. Everton are a little annoyed because the referee didn't give it straight away. But my impression was that there was very little doubt about it. There, handball by Dave Watson. And look, the referee said play on first of all, but the linesman had other ideas. And it's going to be Peter Beardsley. We're coming up to half an hour gone. And Liverpool here can tighten their grip. Now, Beardsley scored a penalty against Norwich by blasting the ball to the goalkeeper's left. Oh, it goes straight down the middle as Southall went out of the way. 2-0. That was a penalty of some pressure at this stage of a Merseyside derby. Beardsley missed one, I remember, against Everton in his Newcastle days, but he didn't miss here for Liverpool. It's 2-0. Everton collectively shake their heads. Liverpool have had some misadventures from penalties this season, but Beardsley hasn't let them down. And he was up to the task again here. We're going to win the league is being bellowed from the Kop. So 14 for Beardsley, 3 penalties, 3 out of 3. Ratcliffe's run outside McDonald. It hit Nicol and sped away. That could have wrong-footed Grobbelaar. Probably did, because McDonald hit the shot with enough venom to suggest to Grobbelaar that he might have had to make a save. And Nicol, standing just outside the penalty area, diverted it quite spectacularly. Sheedy's corner. Oh, free header for Watson. Oh, Nevin's hit the bar, and Graham Sharp has headed it in, and Everton are back in it. Oh, and Liverpool will be furious with themselves because they let Watson have an unmarked header. Nevin should have scored, but Sharp did. And this coming right on half-time. And what a change to the picture. Liverpool were cruising, and I'm afraid it showed. Barnes. Venison. Well, Graham Sharp has come out of the shadows. Only his third goal of a particularly difficult season for him. A lot of responsibility placed on him today too. Had they gone in 2-0 down, it would have been a very demoralised Everton dressing room. But now they'll be bubbling. They'll see an escape route. So Sharp has his say after Everton were angry at the penalty conceded by Watson, scored by Beardsley, and Liverpool had produced a spellbinding first goal made on the right-hand side with a beautiful interchange of passes and rounded off by John Barnes to set the tone for a very eventful first half. At half-time at Anfield, it's Liverpool 2, Everton 1. Liverpool still with red faces as well as red shirts. They've certainly given Everton a lifeline after dominating the first half. Here's Venison. The Kop gave Neville Southall a terrific welcome when he came out for the second half. The Kop, of course, where Evertonian and Liverpudlian stand side by side. Won't be standing there for that much longer. Club committed to an all-seater stadium here. They've got a good view of David Burrows now. And of Steve McMahon's shot, which ends in amongst them. Flying off Whiteside. We'll see from here exactly whether it was on target. Well, it was. And Whiteside was aware of that. Nevin. Call harassing Burrows, making sure there was no simple way out. There was no way out at all. Nevin crosses, Sharp is in! Well, Graham Sharp shortly to complete 10 years with Everton. And what a way to meet that landmark if he could have got an equaliser to add to his first half goal. Beardsley. And in fact, the cacophony making it impossible for the officials to make their will be done. The ball had actually beamed in and out of play, and Kenny Dalglish wondering exactly where he'd got to throw the ball to, and for once in his life he had to give it to Everton. Michael not in a hurry to get rid of the ball, and for that he's being spoken to by a referee who is doing everything possible to let the game flow, and for the most part being helped by the behaviour of the players. There's always so much passion in this match, but in recent years it's stayed as that and hasn't really become poison. Whiteside went for the ball, thought that he was the victim that time. This is the phase of the match, there's no question of it. Whiteside is stirring Everton's drink, and Steve McMahon likewise for Liverpool. Hansen. Still contriving to remain almost imperious amidst the pace and at times the splendour of this game. Stuart McCall certainly justifying his inclusion in Scotland's World Cup plans. Ian Snowden would like to make a late run for England in that respect as well. Sharp. Hansen up well. Barnes dispossessing McCall. Beardsley, off goes Rush, and beats Ratcliffe to it. And Rush was looking to be the supplier that time. It allowed Ian Snowden to catch him up. Snowden's so concerned about the potential and the menace of Rush that he could only knock the ball way behind for the corner. Venison didn't get any elevation that Hussein might have been able to meet. Burrows. Oh, and Barnes given time to bring the ball down. A little inquest there in the Everton defending. But Southall not called upon. But Everton wouldn't want to give John Barnes a second touch here. He was allowed to get the shot away before Ratcliffe moved in. Everything being done at such pace. It's amazing that the passes find their targets at all. But look at that, Snowden to McDonald. And back to Nevin. Making John Barnes do some chasing. McDonald hits it, places it really. As they say in football, he's got very good feet. Neil McDonald, a shorthand description for a natural striker of a football, and that was a very demanding save for Grobbelaar. Nicol, happy to get it away and didn't do it very well. Keown, and Everton invigorated now. Sharp, and it's a free kick. Right on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area as the match reaches its three-quarter point. Surely this season Graham Sharp hasn't played better. And he's earned this free kick, but leaves it to others to execute it. Kevin Sheedy could be a potent force. And is! Sheedy has only scored twice in Merseyside derbies, both from free kicks, both at Anfield. Venison. Working it with Nicol again. Oh, Rush! Is it not going to be today for him? He won't mind as long as Liverpool ultimately win. But Southall suddenly became as wide as a barn door then, when it seemed certain that Rush must beat him yet again. It was an extraordinary piece of goalkeeping. Southall might not even be able to tell you how it happened, but all the practice, all the dedication that he's put in over the years bears fruit when he makes a save like that, and he uses the chest again to make sure he can get rid of the ball quickly. And gave a problem to Ronnie Whelan. Everton have the throw. What they don't have is a great deal of time on their side. They're 2-1 down. McDonald. Newell, formerly with Liverpool as a schoolboy and junior player. Here comes Burrows. Across goes Keown. It's another of those uncompromising challenges. No complaints at all. It's been a feature. Would you expect anything else from a Merseyside derby? Barnes. Still Barnes. And that it's still 2-1 is down to Neville Southall. Venison and Nicol, who created the opening goal, looking for a third for Liverpool here from Rush. Oh, what a save. Wonderful. And he got the ball again. Burrows to Beardsley. Keeping the ball is the safest policy, especially when you can get as far away from your own goal as possible. And they do keep the ball until Hussein says that was a bit too risky. It's stoppage time. And Everton have given a great account of themselves in the second half. But Grobbelaar waves the ball goodbye as McDonald tried to plant it onto an Everton head. A Merseyside derby here that has shown that the game has psychological factors as well as factors of physique and of footballing talent, because Everton were down and out after Peter Beardsley's penalty went in to make it 2-0. John Barnes had got the first, also it seemed, and then Graham Sharp, right on half-time, turned it round to such an extent that Everton stormed out for the second half, and although the goals came in the first period, the match evolved in the second, and what a match it was. But it's ended with Neville Southall a loser, and a double in the league this season for Liverpool over Everton.
So a win for Liverpool in a title-winning season. Next, brief highlights from a league match at Goodison in 1982.
Higgins taking too long over his clearance, and Rush blocked it. And Rush can take it up again. Dalglish with Whelan to his left. And Johnston against the bar, and Rush was perhaps confused by Johnston. It's Whelan who shoots, and it's in. From Whelan. It looked as though Everton had escaped, but it was but a temporary reprieve. Against the bar by Johnston. Then Rush had a shot at it. It came out as far as Whelan. It took a deflection, but it's Whelan's goal. Now they would love to strike back quickly here. Grobbelaar through the pack, but not getting a solid contact. Sharp! And they have! Graham Sharp in his first derby. Grobbelaar was indecisive with the punch. Came through Lawrenson and found Sharp. Johnston. Richardson tussling, so too is Ratcliffe. And it breaks for Lee. And now Dalglish against Ross. Trying to jockey one of those positions that he's so good at. And Souness! Courtesy of Dalglish. Kenny Dalglish did all the spade work here. Everton just couldn't get a foot in. And it came for Souness. Southall was unsighted. Sharp. Off Heath for McMahon. Ross was looking for Sharp and found him. Oh, what a shot and what a save! Graham Sharp, a shot out of nothing. It was entitled really to catch Grobbelaar out. He hit it so well, but how well Grobbelaar responded. One sense is that Liverpool are quite happy to draw a breath or two and use up some of the 10 minutes that remain. If Everton have had more of the ball in this second half, certainly Liverpool have provided quality when they've got forward, as they do here with Johnston, who salutes the moment that may well have decided the destiny of this match. Rush involved. Johnston had a swing at it, and it looped up over the despairing Southall. It's Everton 1, Liverpool 3.